Energy Airforce aimStrike Let's Play Update 6.
Let's go over the details of your mission. Our ground forces attempting to capture Sithar from the east have called for air support. They're already engaged with enemy ground forces. Simultaneously near Mutara, an enemy air formation is approaching from the northwest and a ground force from the north. Gargoyle, at the target point, we need you to focus on the enemy ground forces. Cougar will fly intercepts against any enemy air units, while Hog will assist Gargoyle against armor. Your launch time is 1400 hours. That's all, and good hunting.
Our new meeting with the A-10 starts with a disappointment. In spite of being a dedicated attack plane, it can't carry most of the air-to-ground weapons in the game. The reason for this is simple. As I said earlier, a lot of our arsenal here uses inertial guidance. The A-10 does not carry a radar to relay precise target position to bombs and missiles. No, we don't get any guided bombs except for payways. As a consolation, aimStrike lets us carry 14 Mavericks. They never really let us down in Strike Fighters 2, so let's stick to what we know. This loadout is ridiculous. What's wrong with my head?
Gargoyle, clear to taxi runway 36. Check altimeter, hold short of runway. Gargoyle, clear to taxi.
Okay, this is an A-10A, which can be easily diagnosed by the cockpit having so many dials you might think the plane is both steam-powered and clockwork. It's an upgraded A-10A we saw in SF2, since it has the paved penny pod hanging down the right side of the nose. We need that for laser-guided bombs. We can't paint targets for the bombs with it, but we can detect markers created by laser pointers of somebody else. The A-10C upgrade, which overhauled the entire cockpit, added displays, and generally made everything better, had not happened yet when this game was released. Let's see how it steers.
Cougar flight, we show you at waypoint 1. Starburst, copy waypoint data.
Is it just me, or has the weather been getting worse with each mission?
Tower, Gargoyle 1 and 2 for takeoff. Gargoyle, cleared for Sierra Hotel departure. Climb and maintain Angel 3. Switch departure 297.6. Gargoyle, clear for takeoff.
Right, this outing is the first one where we work with the Hog flight.
Hog flight, we show you at waypoint 1. Hog copy.
Yes, Hog is a flight of A-10s led by an enthusiastic woman. To further drive the point home, she is given the least formal lines.
Gargoyle 2 airborne, switching to strike. I feel like I can take them all on myself. Don't worry, you'll get over that feeling soon enough.
Yeah, with us carrying 14 Mavericks, you'll be lucky to see anything not burning on the ground. In fact, I think we have enough missiles to destroy every single tank in the entire campaign of the original Energy Airforce, which did not have the A-10. Now, you might have noticed we don't have a map in the cockpit. Also, our HUD is derelict, and our weapon panel is just a series of colored lights.
Gargoyle flight, we show you at waypoint 1. Target is at bearing 360. Copy waypoint, Starburst. Cougar 1, you got anything? Nada for the moment, Gargoyle. No strikes, no tallies.
Oh, now speed is no longer rising. If you can make them out in the video, the black dots in front of us are the Hog flight. So, this is the A10 experience. You are blind, slow, and have this nagging feeling that you're in the wrong decade.
These close support missions always shoot my nerves to hell. I hear you, Cougar. Make sure to check your targets. Roger, right back at you, Gargoyle flight.
At least we have a lot of missiles on this sailboat. The Mavericks we carry, AGM-65H, saw their first action in the year of this game's release. Nothing special, just slightly better seekers than what we saw in SF2. I wonder if this A10 variant is even capable of carrying these Mavericks with their digital seekers, or to haul 14 of them.
Gargoyle flight, we show you at waypoint 2. Roger. Target is at bearing 015. Copy, Starburst. Vectoring to target now. Scorpion is engaging ground forces. Cougar 2.2. Crew, I am out of here. Heading to patrol. See you back at farm. Roger. Hog flight, we show you at waypoint 2.
Hog 1 is on orbit. Napstorm and ECM are on. Advise T-72s among the enemy units.
Copy that, Jackknife. Visual on one of the T-72s.
In SF2 our A10 loadout options were limited because the engine was hard-coded to allow only 10 separate weapon stations per plane. Here we can go to town with an asymmetric load, but there's barely anything to choose from. Hey, you can see the fan spin.
Whoa, what's that? It's like a driving moon down there.
Gargoyle flight, multiple contacts on ground armor your sector. Targets are hostile. Repeat, targets are hostile.
What, really? Are we that close? Oh, we're already at the target. And there is a SAM behind them. Now, I'm going to start firing like an idiot, even though the missiles don't actually have a lock.
Hog 1 to Jackknife. Tally numerous ground targets. Declare. Hog 1, all ground targets in your sector are hostile. Copy all that, Jackknife.
This HUD does not draw a huge shoot label on it. Now I have a lock. The target picture is zoomed in.
Formation is scattering, Hog 1. Roger that. We seem to have been spotted.
And I suppose the wedge-shaped indicator on the right shows me whether I'm in the optimal launch range.
Gargoyle flight, we show you at waypoint 3.
Take your targets, Hog 2. We don't want any blue-on-blue trouble.
Gargoyle 1, great shot.
Yeah, after all those misses.
I've got tone.
We're showing good kills on the ground units. Good work, all units.
Roger that, Jackknife. The Bat Lady is singing. Gargoyle 1, state. Did I see you take some flak back there? Dagger 1 to Gargoyle flight. Requesting air support. Over. We see him, Dagger 1. Hang on to your helmets. Scorpion 3, watch your flank.
Do you see the timer? What the hell am I supposed to do for 5 minutes?
Whoa, that was a big one. Katana 2, you okay? Gargoyle, contact. One group. Gargoyle 1, that's not your assigned target. Check your waypoints and destination. Starburst, roger that.
That SA-19 is almost dead. So, how can we kill some time while the battle script plays out? There's no one left around.
It's getting hairy in here, Dagger 1. Gargoyle 1, no joy on target.
That's the SAM down. We are too good for this. The Hog flight makes me wonder how many women fly attack nowadays, and whether this number is higher than the number of similarly employed women in the Second World War. I know the Soviets, at least back then, had an all-girl night bomber regiment, from pilots to ground crews, and a mostly female dive bomber regiment too.
Starburst, new contact, single group, ref DRA 270, 12 miles, 812. Declare. Cougar 1, Starburst. Your group, ref BRAA 270 for 12,000. Fulcrum, hostile. Cougar 2, you got one in your tail. I've got towing on the second target. Cougar 3 and 4, cover the west side.
The Cougar flight is hoarding all the fun. Why can't they let 1 or 2 planes through? I've got 4 Sidewinders. We also have a gun on this thing. There are no targets, but we still can check out how it works. That neither looks nor sounds like the Avenger. The fuck, is it firing from all 6 barrels one at a time? And the sound is awful. That's definitely not a 30mm Gatling gun. Right, we're coming up to the point where I got sick of it and made the first jump cut. Only about a minute. You can see the time on the clock, obviously. We cut to hear this.
Cougar Blake to Starburst, we did it. Splash all bandits. We were praying for you. Congratulations.
Yay! Let's do an Immelman turn to celebrate. Isn't that exciting, Stanley thought. There's one more video of this.